So here we are, episode 13. We've just completed the Forge of Souls. We're going to be moving into the Pit of Saron. And it's kind of cool. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to loot the boss. So why don't you guys hang back here? I didn't loot the boss. What's kind of cool about these instances is I showed in the last episode that, I mean, you can just pick which one you want to go into. The Blood Weeper. That's a dagger. Thought it was a cool weapon. So you can either pick what instance you want to go into, but then at the end of each instance, they're kind of meant to chain together in a storyline fashion. So right here, I'm done with Forge of Souls. Here's the next portal to the Pit of Saron. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is a quarry. I'm not there quarrying. Probably just a lot of rocks. And frame rates are falling apart. I don't know what's going on here. Let's try reloading. What is going on here, people? Not too sure. And everything seems just fine. No clue. No clue. So what's going to happen here is this guy, Scourgelord Tyrannus, is going to talk some smack. Well, where are my people? Here they are. They're going to come out. They're going to talk some smack. And I'm going to kill this guy before he gets a chance to gain any ads. Technically speaking, yeah, these guys are kind of, you can see that these guys kind of have some, man. That was my UPS. Don't mind that. That was my UPS, meaning it's overloaded. You can see the load of my cards down here is pretty high. Let's, sorry, you guys are getting the raw portion of this here. So let's, everything's falling apart. Let's kick the background frame rate down to 20, and we're gonna save some GPU juice because of that. So you get to watch me do this. This is all happening real time. This is, I told you in the last one, no frills, no spills, no shills. Oh man, I'm in a good mood. Let's hope I don't wipe and end up in a bad mood. All right, perfect. So I've saved about 15% of GPU, which is a lot better. So, and this is something that you may have to do depending on where you're at. If you're pushing performance to the line, little public service announcement here. If you're pushing performance to the line, don't be scared to drop the frames per second in the background or even the foreground, So, what was I going to say? I was going to say that you can technically mount up and then ride through this area here. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to come through here and kick some ass, take some names, and do my thing that I normally do. Because this is multiboxing with MiRai. All right, there's no bullshit. There's no bullshit. So, right into the next pull. Yeah, you know, normally I do go crazy with the pulls, but these instances can be kind of dangerous, so I'm not going to go super crazy with the pulls, if that's okay with you guys. Are you guys okay with that? Because I don't want to die. I don't want to die. No matter how, you know, I will pull some stuff here. We're going to get three. We're going to get three of these guys. Oh, come down here. We're going to get three of these guys here, and that's fine. Jesus. And this guy's fun to fight. He's obviously a lot easier to fight on his own. What are my teammates doing? What are you guys doing back there? Oh, they're disoriented. Well, no wonder why the mage was backwards and not firing her missiles. Fires the missiles. Here we go. Now this guy, the Sky Caller here, this guy's got a move where he'll throw his weapon out at a random player, and it's going to spin in place, and he might actually still get it off, even though I killed him in the middle of the cast. Sometimes it still goes off. Maybe you'll see it in this next one. I do have to kill another one up here. But, yeah, that's typically a pretty dangerous thing to stand in. You don't want to stand in that. Here, we'll just pull him because I love you guys. And we want to see the weapon, right? We want to see the weapon. It's kind of, I think it kind of looks like the Ravager. Is that what it's called? The Ravager talent in Warlords of Draenor? I think there. See that right there? It just spins in place. And it's just going to eat through people the whole time. And then it comes back to him. Flies back to him. But he's dead. But he's dead. Okay, so I did mention that these were short instances and that this one was actually the longest instance. This is the Pit of Saron, if I didn't say that already. Surely you would have figured this out by now. Forge Master Garfrost. What does this guy do? Well, this guy, you know, I used to know what he did. Exactly. Nowadays, I just kind of wing it. The thing is, he's going to put this stacking debuff on you that increases, I believe, increases frost damage done to you. This is party-wide. He just does this spread-out thing where it's just this AoE reaches everybody no matter where you're standing, unless you're standing behind one of the rocks that he throws at you. So he will throw rocks at you throughout this. He's got these rocks on his back, and he will just fling these at you. And you're supposed to stand behind them. And what he will also do is at certain points, we might only see this once. I doubt we'll see this more than once. We may not see it at all, but at certain points throughout the fight, he will jump to one of his two forges, his two forge thingies, these big giant skulls in the background, and he will cast a bigger spell of some sort that really kind of hurts. And that's when you really want to be behind the rock. You really want to be behind the rock at that point. These are kind of the mechanics. This is the gist of the fight. He does come with these adds right in the beginning. So even if you pull these adds, you pull him. There's no way around it. So you can see that there is always this damage going out. And it's not like Karastraza damage where you can just jump and it goes away. Oh, he's throwing Serenite at somebody. Oh, they got hit. Sucks to be them. Okay, so we're going to come back this way. Stop and heal yourselves, please. Please heal yourselves. Why? What is the priest doing? She's not healing. This is not good. So we want to stand here and try to heal ourselves up here. But what we do here is we're able to get these stacks to drop off, I believe. Maybe not. Throw more rocks at me. Wow, I didn't actually get him down far at all. So let's get back into the fight here. There is a lot. It looks like there's a lot going on. Just stuff flying off him at every angle. And here we go again. I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm not going to be able to make it to the thing. He threw the rock too far away. Oh, Jesus. Wow, I did have a lot of time. I did have a lot of time to survive that. Deep freeze on Angelic. That's not good. That's not good. And he's dead. Okay. That was actually a lot longer than I had anticipated. Got a little surgeon needle there. Moving right along. Scourgelord Tyrannus. I believe he talks some smack at this point. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. But he's like nowhere to be found. He talks. He's talking, but he's not anywhere near me. Like this place is rigged up with a speaker system of some sort. So we move this way. One thing I didn't mention about this instance is that you can go either way. You can either come this way to Forge Master and then move this way to Ickenthik, the next boss. Or you can go, see, because I went right, you can go left at the beginning, come along the other side here, and hit Ickenthik first. I think those are their names. And then come back and hit Forge Master. But then if you do that, then you have to backtrack this way and up this hill. So really, it only makes sense to me to hit Forge Master first, and then Ickenthik. Again, if that's their name, I kind of forget. And then come this way. So, you know, we will kill this guy first. But over here, you've got these alliance, these slaves, and they're all like, "We're free, let's go fight." And they're like the no-names. It's like if you watch, you know, Star Trek, and it's like, you know, Picard and Lieutenant Commander and Worf, and everybody's going down to the planet's surface. And then you've got, like, you know, two random dudes. It's like, who's going to die? You know, the two random dudes are going to die, obviously. They're not coming back. And that's kind of how it was here. Okay, yeah, hey, warrior. Why don't you hang out with me over here? But what I was getting at was that the Alliance, the slaves, they're not necessarily Alliance. Some of them are Horde as well. But they go running out like they're going to help me, and then they just get themselves killed. So much for the revolution. So we come this way. See, the next path up is this path. So it only makes sense to... Is that Ick and Crick? Ick and Crick. Ick and Crick. Now, these guys are interesting. The moment you begin the fight with them, they will throw this big pool of poison. And if you can't kill them fast enough, they will continue to throw pools of poison at you. So you typically don't want to pull more than one of these guys at once. Okay, I lied. This guy's not going to throw the pool of poison at me. I don't know. Not too sure what happens there. But you do want to clear all of these guys out because they do walk back and forth, and you will need at least this area to work with the boss, if not all of this area to work with the boss as a multi-boxer. So this next boss is pretty terrible. Not exciting at all to be fought as a multi-boxer. In fact, probably one of the hardest bosses as a multi-boxer. And you might not be able to see why, because he is going to drop pretty fast. And I really don't want to show you why, because it does end up being pretty rough. So, oh, come on, buddy. Come in range of my judgment. I know, see, these instances, they get a lot more boring when I only pull one thing at a time. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Letting everybody down. No, what are you doing? Oh, I was okay. Okay. Alright, it's boss time. Let's loot these guys up in case there's some battered hilt action in there. Nope, just an abandoned greatsword. That will not fetch the same price. So this boss right here, he is going to... he does have a fixate, where he will fixate on a random player and chase them around. If he gets to them, he will one-shot them. I don't think I can survive it, even in my current gear. I think I still get one shot. In addition to that, he will throw out poison like these guys throw out. And he also has another type of spell that he does where you need to constantly be on the move. You cannot be standing still, and you need to be continuously moving in some type of pattern so that you don't really double back on where you were. You'll see. It's like a bunch of little arcane blasts everywhere, and you'll see. That's one thing you will see. Likely. You know what? I don't think I rebuffed in this instance. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Am I going to get him before he does any of this? Oh, come on, man. Oh, shit. Pursuit. That's not good. This is not good. Who's he pursuing? Telekinetic. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch to her screen. But see, the rest of these characters can DPS. So, okay, well, that worked. You guys didn't get to see the other move, the one where you did have to be on the move constantly for the entire time. If you want to see it, do the encounter yourself, all right? All right? That's that. But there is a way to cheese this area here. You can mount up on your mount and run up this area right up this area as fast as you can. You can bypass a lot of trash, but if you wipe, which I might on the final boss, you do still have to then come back and clear this trash. So you might as well just kill it the first time around, unless you know you're pro, and then you can just skip it. But if you're doing these trash, you do want to get rid of the flame bearers. Where is it at? The flame bearer first. There's two of them typically. Excuse me, I just had some delicious tuna. I didn't mention this before, but I did have tuna and some hot wings prior to these three instances. So that might be why I'm a little excited, because I have a full stomach. And you always feel better on a full stomach, right? Never go into anything with an empty stomach. Oh, come back. Don't run off. Oh, maybe I should start healing my team members. Maybe. That whole healing thing. All right. See, you notice that you can actually die in here. And I'm pretty geared. I'm pretty geared. Being in this place in the beginning was incredibly rough. I can't even begin to tell you how terrible this was being in here. I would take so much damage. Okay. And then again, we get 2 more trash packs. There's Scourgelord Tyrannus up there on his mount. Apparently it's not targetable at this time. This is more interesting trash. These caster guys, you kind of want to get rid of these casters first. That's kind of like a standard, that's a pretty standard rule when playing. When all else fails and you're not sure of the strategy that needs to happen, you should probably get rid of the casters first. But these casters, they will, they'll cast a spell that slowly puts different blocks, little pieces of ice on the ground in like a diamond pattern of sorts, or a cross or a square. Whatever. Ultimately, you don't want to be standing in between any of that when the final part of that spell is cast, or else you all get frozen in place, and that's not, and you take a lot of damage. It's more AoE damage. So, that's that. Okay, let's go, folks. Okay, next is the tunnel, the good old tunnel. And there's going to be constant ice and snow and bullshit falling from the roof, the top of the tunnel. You will see the parts where it is falling, so you can avoid it. You do have a few seconds to get out of the way of the thing. So you'll see me run through it sometimes. It is kind of hard to gather all these guys up sometimes, but you... Oh, that's not good. We all got hit. What's... That's terrible. I actually did get the achievement in here before. Is everybody on this platform right here is where no snow falls. So you're pretty safe at this point. Where is the healer? And what is she doing? Oh, come back. So you should clear... You should gather up all this stuff, all the ads in the first half of the tunnel, and finish them off here in the middle, and then continue to cruise along. So I thought it was going to be a badass and just shoot right through that. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Okay, good. We made that one. Make sure the ads stay on me. Typically, you do need some healing at this point. It's nice to have self-healing. Oh, I'm going to get hit by this one. I didn't know. Oh, did I make it? I made it. Oh, who's your daddy? The correct answer is me. Good old Scourgelord Tyrannus. This is an interesting fight as well. All of these heroics were incredibly interesting. So I clear those guys, and all of a sudden, my people make it up the tunnel just fine. And Scourgelord Tyrannus has a lot to say. What's going to happen, since the RP has already started here, he's going to dismount from his Frostworm. I'm setting up here. He's going to dismount from his Frostworm. And he's going to fight me. His Frostworm is going to continue, Rhymefang is going to continue to shoot things of ice targeted to the ground. The Frostworm doesn't necessarily target anybody. Just kind of shoots this ice in random places. But what we need to watch out for is I need to be in combat toggle mode. I showed this off before, to where he's going to cast a spell on somebody, and all of their damage is going to go straight to whoever he's focused on. And that's bad. See, there's Rhymefang's thing on Angelic. Oh, Angelic can keep... Okay, good. See, he cast it on the priest, so that's fine, but he's going to cast it again here. Oh, I got to get out of the way because I've got this mark on me and I get stunned. I guess, am I too far away? Oh, Jesus Lord. Who's got the... I don't know who's got it. Oh, shit. I don't know who's got it. I have to wait. There was stuff in the way. Okay, we're going to pretend it's on the mage. Oh, Jesus. This is an incredibly interesting fight. You got to keep watching for Overlord's brand. It's going on katakana, so we'll change these around here. Oh, I think we're going to get it. I think we're going to get it, son. Oh, come on, Tyrannus, what you got? Nothing. He's got nothing. That's the answer. Scourgelord Tyrannus down. If you don't know, if you want to know what these do, watch the 11.5 episode. I talk about how these toggle combat for my characters because you have to take them out of combat in order to survive this, or else you kind of have to stop DPSing. You have to stop DPSing with certain members of your party, or else your tank is going to die very quickly. So that is the end of. Oh, here's where Jaina saves us. Here comes Sindragosa. Oh my god! Oh my god! And Jaina saves us, but everybody else dies. But that is the end of Pit of Saron. We've survived 2 out of the 3 ICC 5-man heroics so far. Next, we've got Halls of Reflection. And that is another fun instance. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the Halls of Reflection.